Hello and welcome back to a very quick video. This is Snapshot 18W45A. It's literally just come out and I've come on here to have a mess about with these new blocks and see if we can get any more stuff going on. But as I was doing that, a few things have been going on in terms of the pillagers. I put some villagers down and then just a load of pillagers turned up. We had a couple of pillager beasts which have now wandered off somewhere that just came from nowhere, and also illagers. Have you noticed that there's just normal illagers? There's an illager here. We've got two pillagers, but these illagers keep randomly spawning in the world as well. People have been referring to it as an event. It doesn't seem like an event. It just seems like a random group of pillagers just randomly spawn in the world. I literally spawned on here and there was a group over there and I started messing around with this and then another group spawned. There's no village near here. The closest village is about 1,000 blocks away, which I had to use commands to find. So it looks like they're just going to, here they are, look. They're just going to randomly spawn in the world. So these guys have got banners on their backs and they've got crossbows. We've had a couple of them riding actual Illager Beasts somewhere. And they just seem to have disappeared now, just completely vanished. There's, oh no, that's a sheep. That's not an Illager Beast. Yeah, and then just normal Illagers turned up. Not pillagers, but there we go, look. Here we go. There's a Pillager Beast with pillagers on the top of it and just normal Illagers. Why are the Illagers here? I thought it was just pillagers. I didn't realise we were getting Illagers involved in this as well. But it's just weird how they're just randomly spawning in the world. I don't like this. I don't like that there's a horde of pretty OP, strong things just spawning randomly in the world. That's not good, is it? Do they hate the player or are they passive towards the player? Let's find out. I'm going to go into survival. I'm going to drop down now. Are they just going to... Do they hate me? Do they hate me or am I safe? I don't know. It looks like... No, they hate me. Look, half my health on one hit from that. That's ridiculous. And they just spawn in the world. Where have they gone? Where have they gone? The other thing is, it was daytime when they spawned. I've just set it back to day now. It wasn't nighttime. It's not like I had to wait till nighttime. And look, there's more. I know this is where we just were, but just a beast has just appeared as part of it. It's like, it's not just one gang. It just keeps spreading. There's a chap over here. I honestly haven't put any of these in. I had a villager spawn egg that I was spawning villagers in with, but I haven't even touched pillagers or illagers or anything like that. They're just completely, yeah, they're just completely randomly in the world. So I'm just going to have a little bit of a fly round and see if we've got any more just randomly in the world as well. Yeah, look, another pack of them here. So it does look like they're just going to randomly spawn in the world, which I don't like, especially since how they do damage. So if you've got a farm and you've got crops growing, these guys could just randomly spawn in the world and that's it. Your farm's going to be trampled. And they're going to kill you and your friends as well. Or maybe like any villagers you've got hanging about. If you've got an outside trading hall or an outside villager breeding area, they're just going to get killed. I'm not sure I like this. I'm not sure I like this. I thought it was going to be an event like, you know, on a full moon or, you know, every third day or something like that. We'd just get some pillagers would spawn near a village. But these are just spawning completely randomly in the world. Completely randomly in terms of time as well. This is a brand new world I've set up. It's not anything. I've just literally done start new world and that was it. That's all I've done. I've not messed with the options. I've not fiddled with anything. It is pure. Look, there's a guy just chilling out in the water over here on his own. Just random illagers kicking about. Or is this from where we were before? Yeah, this is where we were before. So it looks like, I don't know, do they not despawn? I don't know. The pack of them, the gang has gone. But those guys are still kicking about. Very strange. Very, very odd. I've been flying around for a little while. I can't see any more, but I'm coming to more sort of plainsy areas now. Let's see if we get anything coming up in the plains. We've got some horses. I don't know. We don't seem to be seeing much now. Maybe it was a thing to do with world generation when the world first loaded up. I don't know. Very strange. Let's see if we get any spawning in these fields over here. I've not been here yet. This is all brand new terrain, brand new ground. And it doesn't look like we're getting anything. So that's really weird. Unless it is within so many blocks of a village. I don't know. What's the closest village to here? Oh, yeah, we're over 1,000 blocks away from a village, so maybe it's when you're within 1,000 blocks of a village. I don't know. Okay, so before I couldn't trip over without seeing a pillager or an illager, and now I'm not seeing any. I haven't seen any for ages, so maybe it's when you just start up a new world. There's a chance of a load. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Just as I'm talking, a bunch of them here. So we've got three crossbow guys and an illager, not a pillager, an illager sat on the back of the beast. So they will just go round hunting whatever's there. Now, if we look how close a village is, we're over 1,300 blocks away from a village. So it doesn't just happen near villages. It can happen, by the looks of things, anywhere. And we are in a plains biome. So I've only actually seen them spawning in plains biome so far. I'm going to do a little bit more exploring in other biomes and see if we see any spawning in any other types of biomes as well. We found a village. Oh, and is this a plains biome right next to the village? So we might actually see some spawning in near this village then, and then we'll know if it's actually to do with what biome they're in. It just seems weird that they're only going to spawn in plains biomes. I suppose that way they've got more of a chance of not spawning in inside a tree or something, as they seem to spawn in packs. I thought it was just going to be to do with villages. I didn't realise they were just going to be randomly plonked around the world, you know, and attacking anyone. It's relatively rare. I mean, I've been flying around for a little while again and nothing's turned up. This is a big plains biome I'm in, and I haven't seen anything for a while. So it's relatively rare, but then I say that, I've only been recording for 10 minutes. So, so it's not that rare that we've seen, what, I don't know, 5 or 6 different packs of pillagers in 10 minutes. That's pretty regular, really. Nothing, absolutely nothing for quite a while now. So I don't know. I don't know whether it's a time of day, whether it's a biome. I don't know if it's just completely random and I've been lucky. I don't know. Very strange that literally I loaded up the world and there was a bunch of pillagers there. Very strange indeed. I've just set the time to day again, and straight away they've spawned in this biome here, which is plains again. So far, they've only spawned in plains in the morning. So maybe they do only turn up in the morning, which is a bit strange, really, because normally everything happens at night in Minecraft. Although I suppose that will add a new sort of aspect to the game. If they only turn up first thing in the morning in a plains biome, I suppose that's going to put people off wanting to build in plains biomes, isn't it? That's really going to put people off wanting to build bases in plains biomes. And like, plains biomes are probably the most popular biome you want to build in because they're generally pretty safe. And they're nice and flat and easy. Well, here's another village. I did have a look around one of the villages to see if they got any of the new crafting tables or anything inside any of the buildings, and I couldn't see any, which is a bit of a shame, but it might just be that they've not added those in yet. There was a crafting table in there, but it's the old normal style. So, yeah, it doesn't look like the village part of the village and pillage update has even been touched yet. All the villages are exactly the same. They're not reskinned or anything like that yet. So there's still quite a lot of work to be done on this. It doesn't look like we've got any of the new village buildings either. Now, a blacksmith would have been a perfect place to have a smithing table. There's nothing there, just a couple of furnaces and a chest. So, yeah, it doesn't look like they've added that into the game yet. Now, I know it's daytime still now, but I'm in a plains biome. I'm next to a village. Let's just set the time back to, like, morning and see if we get any pillagers appearing. I'm assuming they're going to have the AI for the pillagers is going to be a little bit like the cod or the fish AI in the fact that they decide which of them is the leader and the rest of them will follow them. I guess it'll be interesting to find out what happens when one dies, which one then becomes the leader. I don't know how that works with fish, but I guess it just picks whichever one, well, one of them at random to become like the lead fish within an area and then the rest of them follow. So I guess the pillagers is going to be the same. I just thought it was worth having a quick look to see if, seems though the Illagers are wandering about with pillagers, are the pillagers going to be hanging about with the Illagers? And this woodland mansion's totally broken. Wow. Right, we've got a couple of villagers kicking about. It doesn't look like we've got any pillagers kicking about though, so I'm going to say no. I'm going to say that the Illagers do hang about with the pillagers, but the pillagers don't hang about with the Illagers. Well, I've definitely not seen any more for a while, so it does appear to be relatively random and relatively rare-ish. But like I say, I've been recording now for 17 minutes, and we've seen about 7 different sets of them. So it's not too rare. But it does definitely, I don't know. Anyway, that's enough from me. I'm sick of wandering around looking for pillagers, so I'm going to go and record my podcast. If you don't know what that is something I've been doing on top of my videos as well. It is where I talk about Minecraft and my life and things that are going on. If you want to catch that, that's going to be released tomorrow. You can find it on Spotify and iTunes and everything like that. If not, if you're not interested in that, don't worry about it and just keep on with my videos. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did please leave a like. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. And I'm just having a quick look over my shoulder to see if there's any more turning up, and it doesn't look like they are. Oh well, not to worry. Bye!